Hi, this is Matt Bright. I'm with Frank H. Furman Insurance. We've been a staple of the South Florida community now for 53 years. We're now the 8th largest agency in South Florida. I run our hospitality practice group. Specifically, I work with restaurants, hotels, resorts, and service providers to that industry, helping them do three things: better protect your balance sheet, control your cost, and create ease of doing business that allows you to focus on putting heads in beds and butts in seats in your restaurants. 18 years in the insurance industry, many of which have been focused on hospitality, have taught me that your ability to control the incidents that happen on your property, to, one, keep them from happening, and then when things do happen, to minimize the cost of those incidents, goes a long way to ensuring that you have better rates now and in the future. Take a look at the following clip, see if it adds value to your organization, and I'd love to be a resource for you.
Particularly if you're talking about something that didn't happen within the four walls of your establishment, if it happened outside on the property, those are things you want to look into a little bit more diligently to see where it happened. So many times I get a case and it's against a restaurant or it's against a store in a strip mall, and it's simply a matter of the person sued whoever it was where they were going to visit that day. It doesn't matter that they parked half a mile away in front of the Publix. If they were in your restaurant and they fell on the way back to their car, they're going to sue your restaurant, regardless of whether or not you had any control over that particular area of the parking lot. So anytime you have somebody making a claim that they fell in a common area outside of your establishment, you really want to document where it occurred. Have the person take you out there, take as many pictures as possible. You want to go ahead and pull out your lease at the time, whatever lease or you might have with the shopping center, and see whose responsibility it is for the area where that person fell. I've seen a lot of cases where people cut across grass in parking lots, the little grassy median strips, and they trip on a sprinkler head, and they sue the restaurant. And the restaurant has nothing to do with the landscaping or the sprinklers that might be in the grass in the common areas of the shopping center. So those are all things that you want to look into at the time. You want to make notes. You want to make sure to pass that information along to your insurance carrier at the time. Not only is it going to be really helpful when I get involved maybe years later, but it's also going to enable your agent or your insurance company to do what they call risk transfer, which means if there was another party, maybe a management company that's responsible for the common elements, they're going to say, you know what, this shouldn't go on my restaurant's insurance, they're not going to foot the bill, and they're going to try to transfer the risk over to the more responsible party. And all of that, if it's being done before it gets to the litigation side, will definitely help you in a long-term standpoint, because at that point, the claim isn't necessarily going to count against you in terms of looking at your insurance going forward.